For centuries, Angkor was the center of power in Southeast Asia. It was a vast and magnificent city, ruled by Khmer kings and sustained by an advanced and sophisticated water system. But one day, Angkor was abandoned. What really happened? For more than 6 centuries, Angkor was the heart of the Khmer Empire, one of the most powerful civilizations in Southeast Asia. At its peak, between the 9th and 13th centuries, Angkor was a vast urban landscape, larger than medieval Paris, sustained by an advanced system of reservoirs, canals, and waterways that controlled the flow of water across the land. This hydraulic network allowed the empire to grow rice on an enormous scale, supporting a population of hundreds of thousands, and financing the construction of monumental temples like Angkor Wat and the Bayon. But by the 15th century, Angkor was largely abandoned, its stone cities slowly reclaimed by the jungle. The reasons were not sudden or simple, but the result of long-term pressure on a fragile system. One major factor was climate change. Scientific evidence from tree rings and sediment cores shows that Angkor suffered a series of extreme droughts followed by intense monsoon floods during the 14th and 15th centuries. The empire's water system, designed for stability, struggled to adapt to these violent shifts. Canals overflowed, reservoirs broke down, and irrigation failed, weakening the agricultural base that sustained the population. At the same time, Angkor faced growing political and military pressure. Repeated conflicts with the rising Thai kingdom of Ayutthaya strained resources and security, culminating in the sack of Angkor in 1431. Religious and economic changes also played a role. The Khmer rulers gradually shifted from Hinduism and state-sponsored temple building to Theravada Buddhism, which emphasized smaller communities rather than grand imperial projects. Trade routes increasingly moved toward coastal centers, drawing power and wealth away from the inland capital. As the empire's political focus shifted south toward what is now Phnom Penh, Angkor lost its central role. Angkor was not destroyed overnight. Instead, it faded as its systems failed, its population moved, and its rulers adapted to a changing world. What remains today is not just a collection of ruins, but a silent record of how even the most sophisticated civilizations depend on balance between nature, technology, and power, and how fragile that balance can be.